Yeah, so he'd been with us since he was 6 weeks old, so essentially
Mm,
a newborn. He
his whole
was
life.
yeah, it was all we were the only family he remembered. Um,
Mm,
he had visits and stuff with his bio family, of course, but he only remembered living in our home. We
mhm,
had all the milestones with him, like his first smile, his crawling,
mhm,
his walking, things like that. And when you hit all those milestones and he's full time in your home, very limited access, it would just be like an hour at a time, um,
yeah,
a couple times a week. It doesn't feel like they aren't part of your family.
right,
Um,
right, right.
and when he'd come so young and he was just fully 100% my brother. And I remember um, I feel like it was especially hard at night when there was nothing else to think about when I was trying to fall asleep. Like I remember my parents standing in my room with me. I was on the top bunk, so they had to stand to like talk to me. And I was just like, I couldn't stop crying. And that was 2 months before he ended up leaving because we'd kind of been told like tomorrow's court date, he's going home. And so
Mm,
so many big emotions because he would have been 13 months old then. He ended up going when he was 15 months. And I just remember so many emotions, so many things going through my head, and like I was just so scared I was never going to see him again.
mm,
Um, and so then the next day, the court date happened. He didn't get sent home, and it was like every time there was another court date, it's kind of same thing would happen.
Was
Um,
there like a false hope of like, oh, maybe he'll stay?
yes, especially after that court date where we were told he was going home, and
Yeah.
they didn't send him home. That adoption conversation kind of reopened. Um,
Oh,
so
this
it
back
was
and
just
forth.
yes, completely back and forth, opposite sides of the spectrum. And
Yeah.
I would almost say when he ended up leaving, I'd grieved so much already that there
Yeah.
wasn't as significant of grief when he actually left because it had just been so long of me grieving
Yeah.
his leaving
You're just like,
before he
okay,
even left our
now I
home.